Peace, what's up, man? It's your boy, Don, coming at y'all real quick. Really need a haircut. uh, the Pistons yesterday they lost to OKC. We got blew out. That's not really why I'm making this video. It's a couple narratives I'm taking out the game and other games to really make my point by making this video. Glenn Robinson III has not played up to his potential. Then you got Reggie Bullock yesterday tweaking his ankle. We don't know how severe that's going to be. It could have been just for the rest of the game. He could be fine to play these partial minutes the next game or whatever. We don't know the severity of it. But at the end of the day, Pistons have to be willing to prep without both players. One needs to be benched. The other one possibly is injured. If Reggie Bullock is not injured, though, I would like to take the time to see him pushed as the starting small forward, and Glenn Robinson just sit for no minutes in general. Give him some games where he don't get no minutes, just bench him. Then starting, a lot of people would maybe say Langston Galloway is shooting guard, take a chance on him. Preferably, I would say Luke Kennard, but because he has to get his motion back with the team, he just came off injury, so we may have to slow that down. But so temporarily, we may have to start Langston Galloway. In my personal heart, if we can't start Luke Kennard as shooting guard, then we should start Kyrie Thompson. But that probably won't be the best scenario either. But so I feel like if we go ahead with Langston Galloway. That way, if Reggie Bullock is hurt, have him start a small forward. Luke Kennard should come in off the bench, though, as a small forward for now and provide scoring. And, not a small forward, but Stanley Johnson could still come off the bench as small forward. And as far as shooting guard goes, you could still have Luke Kennard come in as a backup shooting guard behind Langston Galloway to help get his minutes back. Now, if for some reason Glenn, and then hopefully this could resonate down to Glenn Robinson, that you have to play up the part and be a little more aggressive, because even rookies and second year players could take your spot. You know what I mean? So and if Reggie Bullock is hurt and can't play, I'm with just going ahead starting Stanley Johnson. No, people don't want to hurt what he's been developing off the bench. But the guy has been having more minutes at a lot of times in games than Glenn Robinson. So to me, I think he's over his woes. I think that some of us that's probably just still kind of babying Stanley Johnson. I understand the effect having him being pushed from the starting lineup back to the bench, it really was good for him. But at the end of the day, I think he might just be well enough to start. You're not gonna get 20 points every game. People Stanley is defense first, so I think he'll be fine. I think the pressure is off of him. I think his mind is a lot more clear. That's if we do have to start Stanley Johnson. I'll be in for it. And if it works out, then he can keep him starting, of course, long term, and make Glenn Robinson eventually come off the bench, and hopefully he plays up the part. But other than that, if Stanley does have to start, then that means you have to push Luke Kennard off the bench. That's starting small forward. And Kyrie Thompson should get minutes as shooting guard behind Langston Galloway. And the reason why I'm saying that's just to put a little more pressure on GR3 to get more aggressive. This is not what I'm saying. It's nothing long term. What I'm saying may be a risk. But I don't think we need to make any drastic, crazy changes like trades or something like that. I just think it's simple as benching Glenn Robinson for a minute and letting other players take his spot and giving opportunities to other guys, and maybe that can send a message to him and any other veteran that's just not playing up to par. He's not the only person that that's an experienced player that's not playing up to par. You have, like I said, John Lure, for example, but I think it's the reason why we're taking out Glenn Robinson, because his talent, man, he's a way better player than that. The guy used to give us hell actually as a pacer, man. So I think that's what this scenario is. I think it's mental with him. I think he'll get his game back. That's what I'm saying for now. Let's just make these moves this way and bench him for the rest. Bench him for a few games and see how well it hits him. If he can't seem to find no aggression, then he's tradable. So at that point, but for now, we don't need to be trading nobody yet. far as any of our main guys. We don't need to be trying to uh, do nothing unnecessary. So for now, we just bench him. Put some other guys getting them minutes because, like I said, Luke Kennard got to get his wings back anyway. And we would like to see Kyrie Thompson. We already see Bruce Brown coming off the bench at times for defense. So that's a good way to get some development going for some of the younger players. And maybe Coach Casey could end up making his point more clear about how he develops young guys anyway and how he gets things together all across and shares minutes with everybody. So y'all leave in the comment section how y'all feel, man. Y'all feel like that we could work something like that out because I feel like Glenn Robinson has to be benched at this point. Uh, you know what I'm saying? It's not good to have a starting unit play that well and they have one guy there just kind of like soaking it all in and giving nothing in return. So y'all just leave in the comment section how y'all feel about everything I said, man. Shout out to the Detroit Pistons. It's your boy Noam. Peace.